Hey YouTubers and friends from all over the world, I'm Jared and welcome to omnivorebladeworks Christmas special. Christmas shopping special? I don't know. There's going to be sharp things and I'll let you know what they are just by showing them to you and talking you through it. So here is the little blade show table that we've got. This is all the finished inventory that I have available. And I kind of want to offer a Christmas discount so that those of you who are shopping for stuff can get an idea about what you might like to buy for yourself or your family or your friends. And I'm just going to do a quick pan through in the beginning because I'm talking too much, and then go back and explain some stuff. So I'm going to start on this side. Here's my prehensile series. And I've got the koala, which is the little clip point Bowie style knife. I've got one in tan, and I've got several in black. You can see they're in the periphery. There's a good example of a black one. Those are all $10.95, and they have a sheath with these inside the waistband clips, and they can also be used with a square belt panel, kind of like that, if I recall correctly, or a mouse clip, or the belt clips can be even higher, so you have a higher ride carry. There's a lot of options with these sheaths. And then there's, in the middle, I've got, this is the hangry opossum, and it looks like I have two of those available, and they're also $10.95, black. And the sheath on that one is more of an outside the waistband only. You could use the inside the waistband clips too, but it's just I used a full spacer on it instead of tapering it down for some reason when I designed the sheath, and so it's gonna be a little harder to tuck in your britches. Then I've got the karambit, and there's only one or two of these out in the wild right now. One of them was supposed to be an evaluation piece going to a friend of Doug Markita's, but I never really heard anything back from that. It was like through a friend of mine and just didn't pan out exactly. So I was waiting for that report to get some constructive criticism before I started selling the rest of them. But you can see there's some cool features, I think, on this karambit, which is called the ulapong, which is named for the Philippine cobra. And so you've got a flat ground blade, and most of these I've done a satin finish on. And then these teeth on the top are kind of for gripping if you're going to do trapping maneuvers in reverse grip. And then this grip actually feels comfortable and is very, very similar to the prehensile series grip, as you can see. Only difference is actually down by the pinky where the ring is. So you get a really nice and robust grip in this position, and you can fling it around, but I'm not going to do that while I'm looking through the camera. And you have a nice thumb shelf up here, so you can choke up on it and do some whittling work, opening boxes and whatever else that's utilitarian. It's like the first semi-utilitarian karambit I've ever heard of, instead of just being for combative techniques. Then moving to the right, we've got the hungry javelina, and you can see what that is. It's got some wrenches in it, and it has a nice little mini chef's blade. And then there's the javelina box cutter, and these sheaths just need a little bit of finish work and some belt mounting hardware, and they'll be ready to go. But this is just a little smaller, and you can poke with it, or you can open box with it. It's more like a box cutter. My dog walked in. He smells so bad. He's been in a dead deer that my neighbor shot. Then this is the Kodiak, sort of a Frontier Bowie version sword. You can see it's quite large. This is 01, and it's os-tempered, and I still have a little bit of finishing work to do. You can see it's getting pretty high luster, little satin finish on it, which is kind of pretty. And then over here I've got some daggers. I've got an old Raven, original Raven, and then a single-edged variant of the same knife, and then an old Crow. This one's got 2 sheaths with it, and the other 2 just have 1 sheath. And then I got baby crows on top of the fancy version, and then a couple that are just kind of skeleton with hand done stippling and 0 ground edges, basically. So they're pretty nice little boot knives. Also 1095. Then I've got the heavy duty variant of the Raven and several different very minor variations. This one up here has got the point ground all the way down to the end, and then this one has the stronger geometry point. And then these 2 also have the same type of variation. So this has got a partial serrated edge and then the finely ground point. And this one, I think I was going to keep this one for myself, and because it's has these weird grips that are kind of skinny. And I think I just might keep that one for myself in case I sell out of the rest of them. And then this one, I thought somebody wanted it, but I can't remember how that turned out. But it's a 3V heavy duty Raven, and you can see that this rivet is not in the right place. It's not symmetrical or symmetric. So that's the only thing wrong with it, is that it's got this hole in the wrong position because of the water jet. The water jet guy slipped his hand and moved the hole a little bit when he was doing the programming. Then I got a couple of hungry opossums, one with a satin blade and the one with the solid flat dark earth blade. And those are 1/4 inch thick, little combat santokus, and they have their sheaths above, which are available to use a multi-use belt panel. I think you can put this on these 3 holes. Are set up for a short malice clip, and it's pretty kind of cool little blade, I think. Combat santoku, a little unusual, but. And I have one Parvis bushcraft knife with its low profile inside the waistband sheath. Also has the outside the waistband compatibility, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, there's 1, 2, 3, 4. Those holes allow it to be carried with that little square panel like this guy. Then I've got 2 old tomahawks, one with a nickel finish, that's the ultralight 3B ultralight, and the ETA tomahawk. And then there's a really old ferret tonto. This is from the first batch I made as a sort of professional knife maker, and it's 1095, nickel plated underneath the Cerakote, and it has a little reverse grip outside the waistband sheath, high ride. And then these 3 are AEBL, and I don't have sheaths for those, but they're Tero Tough grips, 1/8 inch AEBL. Just need to add some screws, and I don't really want to make sheaths for them because it's a pain in the ass. Then moving up to the next tier, I have the Tanuki Tontos in a couple different colors with different spine variations, and I think that actually 3 of those are spoken for. So you get to pick from the other 3. And then a couple of Taipan Tama thingies, which just need some straps installed on the sheaths so that you can carry them and not have it fall out and wreck your toes. And then I've got a Tanuki Wakasaji in matching 1095 Tonto with their sheaths. And then Americanus Bowie. This one's in sort of a gunmetal blue, and I haven't put the logo on it yet, so that may change. And then this is the wide belly Americanus, 2 of those. And one of them needs a spacer, and they both need some molly mounting clips. And then looks like I think I have one more. Oh, there it is. Yeah, there's one more ETA tomahawk. So I can make some grips for that and it'll be all set to go as well. Anyway, the pricing on these, some of the prices are listed on the website and others are not. But basically, if you see something you like, send me an email, sressentials@gmail.com. And then we will talk about pricing. I'm going to be really fair. I want to get some of these things to good homes. And we'll go from there. But if you can imagine the best price on the quality of work that you can imagine, that's all made in America, except for some of the fasteners, then you'll be getting what you pay for, and then some. Anyway, I got to get back to what I was doing, and we'll hopefully have some tomahawks on a table like this in the near future. Okay, yeah, there's the tomahawks now. Finally getting the shop cleaned up so I can work on them again. Okay, bye-bye.